and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, freaks and geeks, trolls and derps alike, welcome all. I am Mullet Mike with the Paddle Gaming Network and Full Screen, bringing you Creepy Gaming. That's right, folks. This is the show where we take a look at all kinds of creepy video game Easter eggs, creepypastas, secrets, hidden meanings. Hell, it could be even a scary video game review. You just don't know. In the same vein of last year, I am here once again live at SGC. SGC is also known as one of the biggest parties in gaming. We'll just have to see about that. So in the spirit of SGC, we're actually going to be taking a look at none other than Mario.exe. Alright folks, so without any further ado, turn the lights down and the volume up as we journey into some creepy gaming. Alright, y'all enjoy the episode. I'm going to go hang out at SGC. Here, take this.
I guess this camera's mine now.
EXE. These three little letters haunt me in my sleep. Not because of their creepy nature, but that there are just so damn many EXE stories and games out there. Most gaming creepypastas just tend to find one of our childhood favorite classics and just slap a .exe at the end of it. After 3 years of creepy gaming, I have read and played many. There's Sonic EXE, Sally EXE, Doom EXE, Toy Story EXE, Cliché EXE, Don't Play EXE, and the list goes on and on. Now, I'm not about to go back into my thoughts on these titles. If you're familiar with the show, then you guys already know by now. But I have a lot of viewers who enjoy creepypasta games, so I'm doing this one for you guys. There's always something about SGC that brings back a sense of nostalgia, brings back memories of games of my childhood. So why don't we just ruin that and play Mario.exe?
I guess this camera's mine now. I don't know who that guy was. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. I almost killed a lady. Well, this camera's mine now. We're gonna go on an adventure. Here's SDC.
Growing up in my generation, who didn't play Super Mario Brothers? The Mario Duck Hunt cartridge came with every system, so it wasn't exactly like it was hard to find. The platforming was great, the music was fun, the controls were tight, and the game was just challenging enough. Now, as much as I enjoy playing a good old-fashioned retro game or two, I also like to try out new things. You know, play games I wouldn't normally play. For example, last year's SGC episode, rather than playing a Mario classic, I opted for Hotel Mario and the 13th Hotel. Okay, I didn't say trying out new games was always a good idea. Not in that case, anyways.
Well, this camera's mine now. We're gonna go on an adventure. Here's SDC. Here's Mountain Dew.
Hey, wait a minute. No. Now, I should note there are many Mario.exe creepypastas. This is not I Hate You, which is also sometimes called Mario.exe, but a different story entirely. This game was sent to me through the Paddle's business email. I noticed the game was sent via mass email to several other YouTubers, including Markiplier and Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers. So I'm guessing whoever created the game did a really good job of getting it out there. Mario.exe is based off the 1985 classic Super Mario Bros. I really don't need to say much about it. It's a staple in video game history, one of the most highly regarded Nintendo titles, and the brainchild of the godfather of gaming himself, Shigeru Miyamoto. Oh, here it comes. Sorry, I can't help it. You mention the man's name and angels sing. When starting Mario.exe, you see the familiar title screen of Super Mario Bros. You'll immediately notice that you can't select the first slot. You can only play as Luigi. Once selected, the screen flashes for a split second.
No, hold on, hey, give it, hey, Nick!
In the blink of an eye, you will see plenty of blood, guts, gore, and an evil-looking Mario. The copyright has changed to 666, much like Sonic.exe. Player 1 now says immortal, and Player 2 states he must die. The score also changed to God, with the numbers 5403. Oh yeah, time now says kill. So does Satan, the almighty demon, have nothing better to do with his time than to develop free-to-play EXE games? I mean, really? Is there really no bigger fish to fry for this guy? You start on what appears to be the first level of Super Mario Bros. It's a pretty faithful recreation. Players will immediately notice, though, that you can't hit coin blocks and enemies are pretty much non-existent. This is what you see when you eventually reach the flagpole. As you may have noticed, the screen goes to extreme close-up and Luigi gets impaled by falling spikes. I won't lie, the close-up threw me off. Not in a creepy way, I just thought, well, that was it. That was the game. I tried to close out the game, but I couldn't. I kept trying to hit the escape key, but nothing happened. So I decided to continue on, thinking maybe something would be different this time. Maybe there would be something else at the end of the flagpole. Nope. And I'm sorry, is that the sound effect from the Bionic Woman and the $6 Million Man? Well, my dumbass eventually finds the run key and realizes that when it goes to close-up that I could move! Who would have thunk it? So finally, after figuring that out, Luigi outruns the spikes and enters the green pipe, only to get this message. Hello, Luigi. I want to play with you. Huh, this sounds awfully familiar. Stage 1-2 starts out like your traditional Super Mario underground level. Except maybe besides the dismembered toads. I don't really recall that from the original series. While moving to the right, I noticed Evil Mario above me, past me very quickly, almost like he was just toying with me. Next thing I know, there's nowhere to go but down. Luckily, it wasn't just a cheap death. There was a platform. I noticed a mushroom, and even though I know of the poisonous mushrooms from Mario the Lost Levels, I don't know. In a Mario game, when you see a mushroom, you eat it! Well, when eaten, Luigi throws up blood, which is never a good sign, and kills over. And then that's when it hit me. This isn't just a Creepypasta EXE game. This is totally a troll game, and anyone who's played Cat Mario knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's awesome! The game is full of beginner's traps, and rather than live and learn, it's more like die and learn. I hate to use this reference, but it's like Five Nights at Freddy's, where you just keep failing until you finally catch on. The more you play, the more you learn, the more you progress. Mario.exe is a very rewarding experience, thus causing it to be one of the better EXE games I've played. But that is just my opinion.
Nervous Nick is fast.
To say Mario.exe is cliched is really turned into a cliche in and of itself. Cool Rash developed a game that falls in line with other creepypastas, but unlike any other EXE game I've ever played. Rather than just walking into death traps like its predecessors, Mario.exe actually involves skill and is rewarding when you finish it. Almost like it's trying to be a real game or something. Not just that, but Mario.exe has some pretty good humor on it. And if you watch my show enough, then you know my theory of how horror and comedy really go hand in hand. I mean, I never dreamed of seeing the sprites of my youth puke up blood and die, or fall from a great height and shattering into a million pieces like a Mortal Kombat fatality. This game had me laughing more than it did scare me. And that's because it's a parody. A really good one, I might add. And that's what I appreciate about this game. Rather than just recycling for the sake of recycling, it was recycled and then there's all these layers added to it. It's great! And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's not creepy, because it is. I never expected to see Samael in a Super Mario Bros. Setting. Overall, well done, Cool Rash. I'm looking forward to anything you got lined up in the future. Now, I'm not going to cover the rest of the game. You've pretty much seen it all throughout the gameplay in this video anyways. I just don't want to give away all the beginner's traps. Half of the fun is figuring it out yourself. But I will leave a safe virus-free link in the description below if you think you're brave enough. And to tell you what, just let me know in the comments and maybe I'll do a Creepy Gaming Extra down the road sometime where I play through it and show all the pro tips. But you gotta let me know. Other than that, Mario.exe is pretty damn good. Go check it out for yourself.
I want to thank you all for watching, and in all seriousness, I would like to thank Nervous Nick. I would like to thank everybody at Screw Attack and Full Screen for putting on one really nice shindig. This has been a fun time, folks. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am Mullet Mike out on Full Screen saying stay creepy. Thanks for watching. Peace.